Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're talking about outdoor prepping items. I've been meaning to bring this out, this video for a little while, but of course time constraints and I wanted to gather a few things together. Very important, and I did mention, guys, if you follow the channel, that one of my big parts of the prepping things for this year was to kind of concentrate and do a little bit more of outdoorsy things. And we have been nicely progressing with this, although I have not done the videos as yet. However, there will be more videos coming out. However, the buying the preps, guys, and buying the more outdoor preps, I think is more important now than it ever been before. And one of the main reasons now, I think you're probably aware, guys, that a lot of things now are going out of stock. People are buying things up, and at the same time, the companies that sell certain things are actually putting the prices up. And secondly, there seems to be a lot of this uncertainty and many things that we know the government seem to want to stop us doing certain things or stop us buying certain things. And we know this, guys, and I've been saying this from the day one. At one point, they will stop us buying anything. Like many of the preppers, guys, when we know we're talking about the future government control, we know exactly which way it's heading. So it's kind of really important to buy things now where you still can. And of course now, as we know, guys, the potential talk about the having the licenses to own a crossbows. And I wanted the crossbows, guys, for a very, very long time. And it's one of those things that it's either now or never. And I know some people say, obviously, if they're bringing the license in, you have to register them anyway. However, it is a bit easier to register something after you have something rather than potentially apply in advance because you already have the item. Anyway, that's not the point. Next thing as well, guys, is things like hexamine tablets, which are now apparently illegal. And if you have one of those little hexamine stoves, we have some, so yes, now apparently the tablets are legal. You can still currently buy them, so I see, but you can at the same time buy some substitutes. So it's very important, again, if you have one of those stoves, consider your alternatives, because once it kind of publicly goes out there and there'll be more enforcement, I don't know, but you will be probably struggling to get them. So it's very, very important to kind of think in advance. So guys, I have my small selection, and of course the pièce de résistance was the redback crossbow. We've done a lot of research on that one, and because it's our first crossbow, we decided to go for the redback, which has a 90-pound draw. I'll do a totally different video on that one for you guys, for whoever will be interested. At the same time, we have a fellow prepper that lives nearby. They actually has the Cobra RX one, and I would love to do a comparison because that would kind of be my dream one to have, but they are like £300. Anyway, this is kind of a good entry model to we feel, and the choice was made based on the fact that it is rather compact, it's self-cocking, and I'm able to have 5 arrows in there, which is absolutely brilliant. Technically now we only have 4 because well, it was my doing. Anyway, not the point, guys. So yeah, the point is now this was one of my main purchases I wanted to have, and I'm super excited to have this. It's honestly, it's a great fun. We're not just talking about this, yes, people thinking you're buying things for the self-defense, but it's just a great fun. It's just great fun to do, providing you have the place to do it and you do it safely. It is absolute fun. Next thing, guys, again, is things. I know some of you totally against Temu, but I found there's so many great things there, and the cheap things out there at the moment. However, they are selling out super fast. But if you're really careful, and you can find some bargains, like absolute bargains. Like I picked out that backpack. It was like £6. Again, it was there in the right place at the right time. The prices increase all the time, and things do sell out anyway. But I'm in the process of making another bag. I will, guys, go through the bags that I have. I have them for kind of different scenarios, and they're kept in different places. So again, that's another thing. But for £6, it's not huge. But at the same time, guys, I'm thinking, if you can't carry this, if something's too big, you won't be able to it's just pointless, you know what I mean? So fit the size, just choose the size that you're able and comfortable with, and then it's good enough. Loads of pockets in there. It feels like it's a decent enough quality, guys. And I've seen something similar on Amazon, and we're looking at 45 quid. So anyway, so that's good. And next thing on my thing, is the little gloves, right? They are, honestly, it feels weird to do this on camera, you know. Normally putting up my rubber gloves, not, gloves. But anyway, gloves, okay, they seem to be quite a nice fit. Got plastic thing there, and again, because of the crossbow, it's actually quite difficult and quite hard to recock. I find that having a pair of gloves probably going to be a good way of me being able to do this. So yeah, those things are like under £2. Could you believe that? And again, you've got padded knuckles on the inside, plastic on the outside. To me, that was absolutely no-brainer, and it was absolute bargain. Next thing again, which again, you can't do anymore, but I forgot to, I think I mentioned them, but I didn't really show that, is the little EDC knives they were from Temu, and they're just super, I say super cute, it's not knives, not cute, but they just, if you were there in the right time, guys, you were able to pick some up. And they're not the sharpest ones at the moment. However, I've got a stone sharpener, and I'll be doing a review and a giveaway of one of those, and it's done a magical job on some other kitchen knives. So I will be sharpening some little knives to have in my different bags. Again, right place, right time, important, and it's still time to buy them. I did mention those to you before, that I have bought one of the other items for the garden, kind of like a machete type thing, right? And the company said they will be no longer selling them, because those things kind of a little bit dangerous. And I think because there's so much of it going on, people are gonna be stopping selling certain things, right? So next thing, okay, I popped into Lidl, and they had this one is the Parkside, and it's like a wood saw. Okay, we've got a lot of hedging, a lot of bushes, and it's kind of handy to have like rather than having electric thing, is to have like an off-grid, like a saw. And of course my husband got like saws of all kind, but this is kind of something I can manage because it's thin, and hopefully get to see that there. So again, guys, like $3.99, and I know some of you might say, well, it's not going to last you forever, but I actually had one of those. It's kicking around somewhere in the shed, and they're actually absolutely fine if you don't leave them outside. It's great, and it's good idea for $3.99. I've got an allotment. Again, it's handy if I take one there, leave one there by mistake, forget about it, it's not a big deal. It's super cheap. The same thing again as a little foldable one, okay? Again, £3.99, just as a spare, to have one in the SHTF scenario. Just leave it in the shed, buried in the ground, just like whatever you want to do with that. It is like absolute bargain. So we picked up one of each. So if you are in the market if you got trees or shrubbery, then pop into Lidl. Every time they seem to do gardening week, they seem to have that. And again, one of my favorite things is one of the Gerber hatchets. Again, I preferred it to be obviously a shorter leg, and I know, the handle. There are many options out there, but if you follow me on Insta, I've seen that guy in, it was a Go Outdoors shop, and it was obviously behind the display. It was just looking at me, and I wanted one. I wanted the little one because it's easier to be able to sort of just put in a bag rather than having a massive handle. So it's got the little cover, you can put this on your belt. Again, it's just brilliant. To me, it was absolutely brilliant, and the money well spent. So there we are, guys, right? The point of the video, I think, like I'm saying with anything, it's if you need to buy something, it's a good idea to buy stuff now. This has not been purchased like in one go. Obviously, it's been like a month or so picking up and finding pieces. However, I think it's really important, because many of the things, something tells me that you would not, and I don't know how you're still able to go to, say, Lidl and pick up that literally without, they probably wouldn't even question you for the ID, I wouldn't imagine. They don't even seem to look, they just scan it through because it's a garden item. Absolutely. Yet if you go and buy a kitchen knife in the Asda or somewhere, they're going to look at you funny and probably ask for the ID. So anyway, the point is, guys, our luxury of freedom of choices, it's not going to be hanging around for much longer. So again, suggestion is don't delay. Honestly, don't delay, guys. If anything you want to buy, then buy this now. So anyway, there'll be more videos, guys, coming up of us having fun at the shooting ranges and comparing the crossbows and talking about them and many other things. Again, we're just waiting for some nice weather. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop talking now. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye.